Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about a very important concept that is a very basic in SQL, but still it is very impactful during your interview time. First, I will show you some questions that are based on this topic asked during the interview times by the big companies, and after that we will jump onto this topic. Let's start. So let's discuss the questions. Write a query to get the top 3 highest paid faculty from the faculty table. Retrieve student names who have enrolled in more than 2 courses. Display all the courses sorted by credit in descending order. Display the top 5 highest paid employee from the employee table. Find the youngest student in the database. These are only the few questions that I have displaying here, but there are many more questions based on this topic. And on top of that, this topic is very easy and you can easily crack the questions during your interview times. So let's jump to the topic, that is DQL. So data query language, where we will learn the where clause, order by, limit, and many more things within this video. So if you come here, please don't forget to subscribe my channel for the latest video on the SQL language. So now what is DQL? DQL stands for data query language. It helps us to retrieve our data or record from our table. And the main core command to do this is a select query. So how to write? So when you want each and every attribute, or you can say a column of your table along with each and every tuple of your table as the result, we will use this basic command. What is that? Select asterisk symbol from table. So here my table name is student, as we have done in previous days. We are going to carry on our coding part with the previous video. So select asterisk from student. So it will retrieve all the data that is present into my table. Now, before implementing, I will discuss the another cases of the select. Select when we want to just retrieve only the specific number of attribute from our table. Then we use the column name there, and we separate all the column name with the help of comma. So name is my first column, then age is second column. So I write all the columns that I want in my output. I separate them with the help of a comma. Then you can just write select column 1, column 2 from table name. If you can see, I have not used the asterisk symbol. I will use the asterisk symbol when I want the whole information. But when I want to retrieve some specific type of information or specific number of columns, then I will use the column's name instead of this asterisk symbol. So next is where clause. So now the case will come if you want to retrieve a specific number of tuples. Earlier we talked about the specific number of attributes. Now if I want to retrieve the specific number of tuple from my table, then we will use a where clause. So with the help of a where clause, we can retrieve a specific number of rows from our table. Then use select asterisk symbol from table, then put a where condition. So after where, just write the column name, whatever the value that based on that you want to apply a condition, we will apply. To discuss all the three cases, let's go to the PG admin. Then we will see how to implement. So this is what I implement, because if you remember in our previous video, we discussed the delete command. We have deleted all the records. So before starting this video today, I inserted the 9 rows, 9 records into my table so that we can work on those ones. Similar you have to do, because if you are following my series, you have also deleted the record from our table when we are performing DML commands. And I will also, if you have not watched that video, I will provide the link above as well as in the description. So you can click on that and watch that video. After that, we will come to here. So let's discuss about the three cases that we discussed. First case, I want each and every record of my table. That means every column and rows. Then select asterisk symbol from table name. My table name here is students. So I just write here. Then I will execute this query. And you can see in the bottom, we have retrieved 9 rows, and 9 rows, and we have a 5 attributes, all are coming here. Let's now come to a second case. I want to retrieve only a specific number of attributes. I want only the name of students and their department ID. Department ID. The spelling should be same. Here my department column name is little long, so I have to write complete one. Then put a from table name students. So this is the specific number of column case. So I have to select this one, then I will execute. Now you can see again, I retrieve 9 rows because every row is going to come here. But what I did here, I just mentioned the specific number of the columns. So specific number, 2 columns are there. So those are coming. Let's discuss about a third case. Now I want all the column. So I put a asterisk symbol from table name. My table name is students. Then I want where where age is equal to 21. So I put a condition only this query will retrieve only those students whose age is equal to 21 from our table. You can see we have retrieved only 3 rows out of 9 because these are matching my condition because students having age equal to 21. Let's suppose the fourth case, if you want specific number of columns as well as specific number of row, then select asterisk symbol, not asterisk, sorry, because we specific name and this time I want age. Only this from table name is students where age equal to 17. Let's suppose. So I able to retrieve only 2 attributes having name and age along with the single row because condition is where the person age or student age is equal to 17. Let's discuss about order by. In order by, we can either sort our data ascending or a descending order. So we will mention a select query, then attributes name from students order by age. So in a descending order. So it will sort my data where according to the column age in the descending way where we can use this query. Now, in the earlier, I showed you a question where you have to find out the employees who are getting a higher salary, the faculty members, and any student who has a higher grades. Then, firstly, we will use a order by clause so that we can sort our data, and after that, we can apply further operation on that and get a specific result. Okay. So you have to try those questions and then let me know in the comment, and then we will discuss. Okay. So next one is a limit. We will implement this one as well in there. Just give me a few seconds. So now limit, what will happen, or top clause, this will return the top rows. Okay. So it will restrict the number of rows. We just want 4 row. We want a 5 row. So it will restrict instead of all the things. Select start from student where limit is equal limit 5. So only top 5 student will be come into as a result. So next is the ALLIAS. We can even give a temporary name to our column or a table. So if we want to give a temporary name to our column, then select name. So name is my earlier student column name. Then write as, then student, I have given a new name. So after as you have to mention a new name. So give a new name by using the ALLIAS concept from student. Okay. Then next is select, you have to example is select as name from student. Why I dot written as dot name? Because I given a student's table name as a s. So the short form of that. So we mostly use ALLIAS when we are going to implement the concept of joins into our database. So when implementing joins, at that time we have a multiple tables and sometimes there are a lot of table and they have a big names we can't remember and we don't want to write again and again. At that time we prefer the ALLIAS the short names. Okay, now implement all the queries that we have just discussed. Select asterisk symbol from table students order by now order by which attribute on based. So we will take the age in a descending order based on the age. So I will select this one, then I will execute this one, and you can see. So our data is sorted in a descending order. So the highest will come on the top and the lowest age will come in the bottom. So next is the limit. Select asterisk symbol from students limit 4. I just want to see my top 4 student in from my table. So you can check only the top students will come here. Next one is give a alias name. Select. So I will take a name as student name from table name students. Okay, so let's execute this one. Check. Earlier this column name is coming as a name, but now when I change the new, whatever the new alias name you have given, it will come according to that. So this is the concept of alias. So now what you guys have to do, you have to implement the different queries based upon our university database. If you have not checked, check the DDL commands video where I have let you know we are going to implement that database into our system and try to implement various queries on those on that database. And if you face any difficulty, comment below. I will let you know how to write that query. And on top of that, if you want, you can also solve the previous question that I have given in the starting of this video. You have to solve all those and let me know in the comment how you will write a query for all of these. So practice these queries and let me know the answer. So university database, I have already given the picture in the very beginning in the DDL command. Just take a snapshot and try to implement and let me know what is the answer. And if you face any difficulty, let me know. Okay. So next is the few diverse type of questions that you will come across during. What is the difference between select asterisk and select specific column? How you can write that query? What is the default sort by ordering? Okay, so we have talked order by has to ascending and descending. Now you have to comment below if we have not mentioned after something, what is the default order by ascending or descending? Okay, just comment. And can we use aggregate function with select? You can also answer this if you want. If you already know, that's good. Otherwise we are going to discuss in the coming video about the aggregate function. You have to be stay with me and we will discuss. Thank you so much everyone, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and don't forget to answer the questions that we have told in the beginning of the this video. Answer all these questions, and if you are unable to solve any question, just let me know. We will do in the coming videos. Thank you so much everyone. Don't forget to subscribe.